The words are dancing a waltz in my mind. My spirit takes to the wind. How lovely the sound of rhythm and rhymes as they sing the song of my soul. Sweet daughter, you hear my unspoken voice in wispy heavenly form. Each word that I write bestows you with life as your wings begin to unfold. I wrote this poem entitled Creation about 4.5 years before my first daughter, Molly Rose, was born. Weeks prior to her birth, I signed a living will instructing the doctors that if any life-threatening issues should arise during childbirth, I wanted them to save my baby's life before saving mine. This is how much I loved her, even before she was born. I'd waited so long to have a daughter, and finally she was in my arms. Molly was a sweet baby and a quiet but happy child. Her smile lit up a room. But from the very start, she was also very shy around others. At about the age of 5, she exhibited signs of anxiety and had difficulty making friends with other children. She preferred to play alone with her dolls and trains. Molly demonstrated artistic talents right away. Throughout grammar school, her artwork was often placed on display in the annual school district art exhibition. As she grew, Molly experimented with fashion and always did her own thing, taking pride in her individuality. But as she transferred from grammar school to middle school, her anxiety worsened. In little notes she'd left on my bedside table, Molly would express her struggles with panic attacks.
Hi, it's Molly, obviously. Today I, wasn't having the best day. My anxiety was really bad, so I was like, what do I do? Because when you're in that place, it's like you're trapped inside your own mind.
I really wasn't sure what to do. I tried to get Molly to listen to meditation tapes or to paint, but she usually ignored my advice. Until one day.
I wanted to draw a dead tree at a sunset. But then I was like, it's not enough. Like, just picture this alone, like just the tree. It could mean anything, and I wanted to express more and be able to like hand out the emotion instead of just have you like, what does that mean? So I put a noose representing the struggle of someone and how they had failed in trying to save themselves. And then on the other side of the tree, I put a swing representing childhood and like the years when you felt safe and secure. And I hadn't thought of this at first. I just painted the swing because I thought it would be beautiful. But then I discovered, like on one side is the end of your life, and on the other side is the swing, which is the beginning of your life. And I like how it's all on one tree, and I don't know, it just means a lot. And I'm thinking of hanging this up in my room.
Around the age of 12, Molly began cutting herself. Self-harm was a method of distraction from the panic attacks and overwhelming anxiety. My husband and I enrolled Molly in an outpatient therapy group for adolescents who self-harm, but we saw very little positive change in her moods. Instead, Molly's depression deepened until one day, when Molly refused to contract for safety, her therapist advised us to have her hospitalized. My sweet daughter, the one whose very life I would have died for, had no will to live. After 2 emergency trips to the hospital and many months of continuous therapy and medication, Molly has finally begun to heal. It's not easy for any of us. You have to take it one day at a time, but there is hope for Molly. Her metamorphosis has begun, and she talks about the future. a future with Molly in it.